I'm Big Jim with Primo Grills. We're at Jack Daniel's here on top of Barbecue Hill in this beautiful setting, preparing some food for hungry VIP visitors. We have our assistants over here working. George is around here somewhere. This is our annual event. We sponsor the contest. A lot of the international teams downstairs or down in the hollow are cooking with the Primo Grills, which I'm sure you've already seen already. There'll probably be 2,000 people up here in the next couple hours, starting about 5 or 6 o'clock, about 2,000, maybe something like that. And we'll all be tired and ready to go home when all that's done. I think they fried chicken. They were frying chicken in that kitchen in there for about 4 hours. So I would say a good 20 cases of chicken, which those cases are 40 pounds, so, you know, that's a lot of chicken. I think they're doing some fried apples or some baked apples, and they have a Jack Daniel's infused brownie with a Jack Daniel's brownie sauce on it that is absolutely probably one of the best things you'll ever put in your mouth. Super awesome. They have a really good thing going on in there. George is cooking some lamb on, not lamb, but we're cooking some roasted pork on the spit over here. We're going to have Greek lasagna, orzo, spinach pie. What else we got, Drew? We got green beans and Greek salad. Our friends over here at the bar will be making the regular guest lemonade, Lynchburg lemonade. We will be receiving dirty lemonade. It's a little bit different color, kind of like river water when it comes to us. Yeah, what can brown do for you? That's exactly it. And then we'll all top it off by just packing it all up and heading down the hill. We'll be judging. I'll be judging tomorrow. I think George is going to just be standing around doing what George does. What day was that, George? Guantanamo. 2 weeks ago? It was a week ago. It seemed like it was 2 weeks ago, but it was a week ago. A week ago, on Tuesday, George and I left for Norfolk, Virginia, to travel to Oceana Naval Base, which we were on the Dam Neck side of the base, which I'm sure is a pretty big place. I wasn't aware there was different sections, but we entered on the Dam Neck side. There we met up with Chris, who was in charge of logistics at the galley, to set our trailer up and drop it. Then we head back. In the morning we came back to hang out and work. We thought when we got there nothing was prepped, nothing was ready. So here we got 4 rock star chefs coming in, TV guys, and nothing's ready for them. So we snap into action. We got 140 racks of ribs still frozen. We have to thaw them, strip them, season them, cook them, and then get them ready for showtime when the chefs came in. So we did 150 racks of ribs, and then we did about 100 pounds of chicken breasts, which were going to be deep fried for Panini Pete, who has a restaurant in Fairhope, Alabama. He was going to have some garlic aioli with a honey mustard drizzle. I don't know if you've ever seen when you go to Chicken and Waffles, or if you've been to any of those places, what they do is they deep fry the chicken, and then when they take it out, they put it on a savory waffle, and they drizzle this honey dressing on it. It's really nice. It's okay. It's a little savory deal with a little sweet. So he was going to make paninis with those. Stretch, who is Stretch Dunmar, lives in Kansas City, has a place called Grinders. He was making all the pizzas. Stretch is about 5'2" in his actual height, but he's probably as tall as me in his personality. So we had a big time out there cooking pizzas. Probably cooked, how many pizzas we cooked? 30? Oh, more than that. Yeah, 70, 80 pizzas. And so we cooked 70 or 80 pizzas, 140, 150 racks of ribs, 300 panini bread sandwiches, which and then we did some burgers from Hodad's and I'm not even sure of that guy's name. They just kept calling him Hodad. He's been on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. But he had the burger section, so we made a lot of little craziness and sliced vegetables and stuff for him for all that. But all the people working in the kitchen probably had never seen anything like this. So these are all military people. So what we did is I tried to explain to him, and I'm not a classically trained chef, but I know how to make a couple of things. So I was explaining to him we were making the aioli. You have to make it from scratch. Normally you would use a blender or a Cuisinart. Unfortunately, there are no Cuisinarts on the military base. So you get to do them with your hand and a whisk. So we showed them how to do that. They were excited because it took them out of their normal routine. And you know, I'm not an officer gawking down at them trying to get them to do their jobs. We had a lot of good people in there. I can't tell you all their names because we were moving so fast, but at one point we had probably 30 people standing in a space that wasn't much bigger than this, just prepping and cooking and cutting, so that we could serve the soldiers, Marines and naval personnel, from 3 to 5:30. They charged them. I guess they have to pay for the meals when they go in there. I think he said it was like $4. Did he say it was like $4.25 to eat there? But yeah, they were eating barbecued ribs, hamburgers, paninis, those pizzas, and whatever else we could come up with over there. And they had a great time. They all came by to see us on their way out and told us how great it was and how they appreciated it. And when really we appreciated it 10 times more than they did, because if not for them, we don't get to live in this country and do the things that we're doing today. They provide security for our country. And, you know, when I was working with them, and I kind of feel like I'm still kind of a kid too, but these are really kids. 19, 20. The two girls I was working with, one was 21, the other one was 23. So they were literally kids. And the military does a good job getting those people in line, and they know exactly what to do. They're very respectful. They were extremely helpful. They did more for us than we did for them, really, I think, at the end of the day. But they had a big time, and they were really good people. We took a couple of really nice group photos with them. Promised if we came back and they were there, you know, we'd let them come out and cook on the grills and stuff like that, because next time we'll do a little more on the grills. But you can't believe they put out 500 meals every single day, and they range from all kinds of things. And that's a feat in itself to put out 500 meals a day. I mean, they do a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner, and in a place where you're not allowed to walk in there with your workout clothes on. If you're not in your street clothes, civvies, or your uniform, you can't come in there. I mean, they don't let them come in there because the PT, they were doing PT in front of us while we were cooking ribs, and they were downwind the whole time. So they were running, and when they got done running, they ran back and changed their clothes so they could go in and eat. They had a big time. It was great. It was a lot of fun for us. We got done. You know, it was a long day. It always is. You never sit down. You never have time to sit down. But it's a very satisfying and rewarding opportunity to be able to go down there. It was my privilege, really, to go down there and do that. It was one of the greatest things we've done all year. And then we went out to dinner and had a big time at a little local place. Wasn't much. Barely had probably 20 tables in the place, but the food was excellent. All the chefs came and all the organizers were there, and we had a big time. So all in all, it was a great trip. It was just it was the America's Chefs deal, so they were leaving Thursday morning to go to Gitmo. So they cooked for wounded warriors on Tuesday at somebody's house, and then they did all that Wednesday, and then Thursday they went to Gitmo, and they stayed at Gitmo for 5 days. So they just got back earlier this week. So when I got back home, I went to the house, packed up my trailer, and went to Canton and cooked a barbecue contest on Friday. So I was on about 8 days in a row, and I don't even know what day this is, but we're on the hill, so it's got to be Friday, and it's got to be the end of October. So there's no other place we'd rather be.